Welcome to Vital Health Guide. Today, we uncover a silent epidemic threatening millions of lives across the modern Western world right now. Doctor warns that this hidden danger is largely ignored by modern medicine until it becomes a massive and irreversible health crisis. Nearly 40% of people in Western nations are currently living with prediabetes, completely unaware of the severe damage happening inside them. This silent condition is not just a stepping stone to type 2 diabetes, but a root cause for many other fatal diseases. Unchecked prediabetes quietly paves the dark path toward kidney failure, sudden heart attacks, unexpected strokes, severe vision loss, and early cognitive decline. We often blame genetics, but the real culprit hides in our daily routines and the highly processed foods we consume so eagerly. Our modern diets are completely saturated with hidden sugars and refined carbohydrates, pushing our delicate biological systems to their absolute breaking point. To truly understand this escalating crisis, we must first look at a fundamental biological mechanism happening inside our bodies after every meal. Whenever you eat, your digestive system breaks down the food into glucose, which then rapidly enters your bloodstream to provide essential energy. However, this glucose cannot enter your body cells on its own. It desperately needs a specific hormonal messenger to open the door. This is where insulin comes into play, acting like a master key designed to unlock your cells and let the glucose inside. When the system functions perfectly, insulin easily opens the cellular doors, but keeping your blood sugar levels stable and providing steady daily energy. The tragedy begins when we constantly flood our bodies with heavy loads of processed carbohydrates and sugary beverages throughout the entire day. Faced with this endless sugar tsunami, your pancreas must pump out massive amounts of insulin just to manage the overwhelming glucose spike. Over time, your overwhelmed cells become deaf to the constant shouting of insulin, effectively locking their doors and refusing to open up. This dangerous state is known as insulin resistance, a critical metabolic failure where the standard biological keys simply stop working as intended. Because the cells refuse to listen, glucose remains trapped inside the bloodstream, causing your overall blood sugar levels to rise incredibly high. In a desperate attempt to fix this, the pancreas works overtime, producing even more insulin to force those stubborn cellular doors open. This vicious cycle continues silently for years, deeply exhausting your pancreas until it finally burns out and can no longer produce insulin. At this breaking point, the silent prediabetes officially transforms into full-blown type 2 diabetes, bringing along a lifetime of medical complications. Dr. strongly criticizes how traditional medical advice often fails to address this root cause, offering superficial solutions that miss the mark. Patients are routinely told to simply switch from white bread to brown bread, believing this minor change will magically solve their problems. Unfortunately, this standard dietary advice is incredibly misleading and often gives people a dangerous false sense of security regarding their metabolic health. The harsh reality is that both white and brown bread break down into glucose very rapidly, causing similar spikes in blood sugar. Replacing one high-carbohydrate food with another slightly less refined version does absolutely nothing to reverse the underlying issue of insulin resistance. We must completely rethink our approach to food if we genuinely want to heal our metabolism and prevent these devastating chronic diseases. The first major step toward healing involves a radical transformation of our breakfast habits, moving away from traditional sugar-loaded morning meals. Starting your day with cereals, toast, or sweet pastries instantly triggers a massive insulin spike, setting you up for a terrible crash. This sudden morning crash creates an intense craving for more sugar, trapping you in a miserable cycle of hunger and fatigue daily. To break this destructive cycle, Dr. Alex recommends prioritizing high-quality proteins and healthy fats for your very first meal every morning. A fantastic breakfast choice includes pastured eggs, which provide essential amino acids and healthy fats that keep your blood sugar perfectly stable. Rich Greek yogurt topped with crunchy almonds or walnuts is another excellent option to nourish your body without provoking an insulin response. These nutrient-dense foods digest slowly, providing a steady stream of energy while allowing your overworked pancreas to finally get some rest. When you control your morning blood sugar, you naturally eliminate those fierce afternoon sugar cravings that constantly sabotage your overall health goals. Beyond dietary changes, strategic physical movement plays an absolutely critical role in reversing insulin resistance and restoring your natural metabolic flexibility today. But many people believe they must endure grueling 1-hour gym sessions every single day to see any real improvements in their health. However, exercising intensely for an hour and then sitting at a desk for the remaining 10 hours is highly ineffective for metabolism. Doctor emphasizes a much simpler and far more effective strategy, which involves taking short walks immediately after finishing your daily meals. Just a brisk 10 to 15-minute walk after eating can profoundly alter how your body processes the glucose from your food. When you walk, your leg muscles require immediate energy, and they can actually absorb glucose directly from the bloodstream without needing insulin. This natural mechanism acts like a secondary door for glucose, instantly relieving the immense pressure on your pancreas and lowering blood sugar. By making this simple post-meal walk a non-negotiable daily habit, you actively protect your cells from the damaging effects of sugar. And combining a protein-rich breakfast with consistent post-meal walking creates a powerful defense system against the looming threat of modern prediabetes. It is time to stop blindly accepting outdated medical advice and start taking proactive control of our own metabolic health right now. The power to heal your body does not come from a magic pill, but from the simple daily choices you consistently make. Remember that insulin resistance develops slowly over decades, meaning you have ample time to reverse the damage if you take action today. Pay close attention to the subtle warning signs your body gives you, like constant fatigue, frequent hunger, and unexplained rapid weight gain. These early symptoms are desperate cries for help from your struggling cells, urging you to change your dietary habits before disaster strikes. Do not wait for a terrifying medical diagnosis to finally start caring about the delicate hormonal balance that keeps you alive daily. Every single meal is a fresh opportunity to either feed your disease or fuel your recovery through smart, mindful, and deliberate choices. Let us dive deeper into the science of fats, which have been unfairly demonized by the food industry for many long decades. Healthy fats found in avocados, olive oil, and wild-caught fish are absolutely essential for repairing cellular walls damaged by excessive sugar. When you replace empty carbohydrates with these nourishing fats, your brain function improves dramatically, and your energy levels remain remarkably consistent everywhere. Moreover, healthy fats keep you feeling incredibly full and satisfied, making it remarkably easy to resist the temptation of sugary office snacks. Another crucial element in this metabolic puzzle is the quality and duration of your nightly sleep, which directly impacts your insulin sensitivity. Just one single night of extremely poor sleep can make your cells as insulin resistant as someone living with clinical type diabetes. Chronic sleep deprivation keeps your body in a constant state of severe stress, elevating cortisol levels and dumping extra glucose into blood. Prioritizing 7 to 8 hours of deep, restorative sleep is a fundamental requirement for anyone serious about completely reversing their prediabetes diagnosis. We must also address the psychological aspect of eating, as chronic emotional stress often drives us toward comforting but highly destructive foods. Finding healthy ways to manage your daily stress through meditation or deep breathing prevents those sudden emotional cravings for sugary junk food. Doctor frequently reminds his patients that true health is a marathon, not a sprint, requiring immense patience and unwavering daily consistency. You might not see the internal changes immediately, but every healthy meal and every post-dinner walk is actively rebuilding your metabolism. Imagine a brilliant future, completely free from the terrifying fear of chronic disease, possessing boundless energy to enjoy life with your family. This vibrant future is entirely within your grasp, provided you are willing to break away from the toxic dietary norms of society. Start by clearing your pantry of all those highly processed snacks that secretly sabotage your health under the guise of ultimate convenience. Replace them with whole, single-ingredient foods that your great-grandparents would easily recognize and naturally consume during their own healthy lifetimes. Learning to read nutrition labels is another vital skill, as food manufacturers brilliantly hide added sugars under dozens of confusing scientific names. Ingredients like high-fructose corn syrup, maltodextrin, and dextrose are just different masks for the exact same metabolic poison destroying your health. By cooking more meals at home from scratch, you regain absolute control over every single ingredient that eventually enters your precious body. It is also incredibly helpful to find a supportive community of like-minded individuals who share your commitment to optimal metabolic health. Sharing healthy recipes, discussing daily struggles, and celebrating small victories together and significantly boost your motivation on this challenging but rewarding journey. Remember, the pharmaceutical industry profits immensely from managing your chronic diseases, but they gain absolutely nothing from your complete and total recovery. Your health is your most valuable asset, and outsourcing its management to a broken medical system is an incredibly dangerous gamble today. Take back your power by educating yourself, questioning outdated dogmas, and implementing these science-backed lifestyle changes starting this very exact moment. Let the simple act of walking after meals become your daily meditation, a dedicated time to reflect on your incredible healing journey. Feel your strong muscles working, knowing that with every single step, you actively pull dangerous excess sugar right out of your bloodstream. Notice how your energy remains beautifully steady throughout the afternoon, completely free from the exhausting crashes that used to define your days. Observe the mental clarity that naturally emerges when your brain is no longer struggling through the thick fog of massive insulin spikes. These positive changes are the undeniable proof that your body possesses a miraculous, inherent ability to heal itself when given proper tools. So you are not destined to become another tragic statistic in the ever-growing global epidemic of prediabetes and devastating metabolic dysfunction today. By choosing protein over sugar and movement over stagnation, you are literally rewriting your biological destiny and securing a much brighter future. Share this crucial knowledge with your friends and family, because millions are still blindly walking towards a metabolic cliff without any warning. Together, we can successfully spark a massive health revolution, one healthy breakfast and one simple post-meal walk at a time globally. The journey to optimal wellness requires courage and dedication, but the profound rewards of a vibrant, disease-free life are absolutely priceless. Doctor has shown us the clear path out of the darkness. Now it is entirely up to us to step forward. Commit to this transformative lifestyle today and watch in absolute amazement as your physical health and mental vitality reach entirely new heights. Thank you for joining us on this deep and eye-opening exploration of insulin resistance, prediabetes, and the incredible power of prevention. We sincerely hope this vital information empowers you to make smarter, healthier choices for yourself and for the people you deeply love. Stay incredibly strong, stay deeply informed, and never stop fighting for the vibrant, energetic, and healthy life you truly deserve to live. Thank you for watching Vital Health Guide. Please subscribe for more life-saving health insights, and we will see you next time.